Carmelo Anthony recently came out to the Oklahoma City Thunder media, essentially let him know that he felt that he was stabbed in the back by the New York Knicks organization, and they essentially basically just pushed him out of the organization. He felt that he was very frank and direct with what his goals were with the team. He wanted to be on a contending team, and that's why he requested a trade. He was very open and honest in that regard, and he told them exactly what teams that he would be willing to do so with. And he just felt like the New York Knicks did not play ball, and essentially they were trying to, disguise what they were really trying to do with Carmelo Anthony. I'm a fan of Phil Jackson as a coach, but as a GM, he did a horrendous job, and he plummeted the Knicks back into the dark ages with his tactics and some of the things that he said and did to Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony, despite what anybody says, is one of the top NBA players. He's top 20. If he's not top 10 in your opinion, that's fine, but nobody can deny he's a top 20 player. And for him to be treated in such disrespect was crazy. Honestly, being stabbed in the back is a gross understatement. Like, he was stabbed in the back, shanked in the back on top of that. He was shot in the back, he was shot in the face, stabbed in the chest. He was getting it from all angles. He was getting it from the organization. He was getting it from coaches. He was just getting it all around. No respect. We have never seen a franchise player handled in such a caliber, in such a manner. Only person that I can remember to be treated with such disrespect like this is like Allen Iverson, where he was basically blackballed out of the league due to Larry Brown saying that he didn't show up for practice. Larry Brown was begrudging Allen Iverson for not showing up to practice when Allen Iverson would go on the court every night and score about 30. And he would be the heart of the team. If he missed the practice, I don't think that would be so just fine him. Don't bring it up to the media and burn him out. You know what I'm saying? Don't play him out like that when he's the heart and soul of your team. Now with Carmelo Anthony, everything came out about him. He was a ball stopper. Phil called him. Phil said that he's not one of the great players. Phil was like, he's not as great as a player as we think he is. They tried to move him. Then the New York Knicks kept him so long that his value diminished to the point where the New York Knicks could not get a great trade. They could have got Kevin Love and some other pieces. Like, there was a lot of teams reaching out for Carmelo Anthony, but what the New York Knicks did, what they did, it essentially lowered Melo's value. Melo wanted to go to Houston. Knicks messed that up for him, sent him to OKC, which is a great consolation, but Melo was direct, and he wanted a certain thing to happen, and the Knicks was just basically like, all right, screw it, we'll do whatever we feel like doing. So stabbing him in the back is a gross understatement. They brought in Porzingis. They were like, we're going to build around you, Melo. When he first got there, got Jason Kidd, Amari Stoudemire. Amari Stoudemire came there first or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they did all this stuff. Then they got pieces, got veteran leadership, went to playoff once, and they never really brought in key pieces that could really help Melo. Then they get Porzingis, and they're like, we're not rebuilding, we still want to be competitive. And basically let Melo know after a while, like, we're not going forward with you. So they sold Melo on a dream in New York. Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound have a great song for this. New York, big city of dreams. But everything in New York ain't always what it seems. So, you know what I'm saying? They basically played him. They played him, sold him on a dream, and he bought the dream, and it became a nightmare, and he wanted out. And he did the right thing. He went to them very directly. Hey, I want out. And they basically did not be straightforward with him and letting him know that you'll get out when we feel like you'll get out. So they were trying to give him one of those Birdman contracts on Cash Money, you know what I'm saying, where they were trying to rape his publishing, and in Melo's case, ruin his reputation, dictate his game. They were basically trying to dictate everything about Carmelo Anthony, forgetting that he is a star in the NBA. So that being said, I live close to New York. And besides the Lakers, New York Knicks are a team that I like to see. I like to watch them on the tube because they're a local channel. But look, man, Melo, when you play the New York Knicks, drop 50 on them, drop 60 on them. I don't care. I don't care. They deserve it. They deserve it. After all that smack they were talking, saying that he's a bum, newspapers writing that he's not a great player, he's not a great this, he's not that, he's not this. Nobody ever came to his defense. Tonight or whenever they play, drop 50 on them. And that'll end the discussion. This is Vlad Hoops Junction. Hoops meets Hoopla. Peace.